RuneScape 3 can be a pretty confusing game from time to time, and of course there's going to be some tasks in game as well that can be fairly tedious. However, the community tends to have your back in a lot of situations if it is possible to do so. We have the RuneScape wiki, but also we have in-game communities that are known as friends chats. These friends chats have set up stuff to make your life easier while playing the game, and they tend to make your life a lot easier in a lot of situations. An example many of you guys watching will be aware of is going to be the Traveling Merchant friends chat. What the people in here do is find out where the Traveling Merchant is, on what world, at what time, and when there is one there and available for you, so that you personally don't have to go hopping around worlds to find out where the Traveling Merchant is. He is only available on certain worlds at certain times, and you can always go and find one, but you'll have to hop through a lot of worlds to do so. So having a friends chat dedicated to finding these worlds and then letting you know where they are, alongside other events as well in the same area, it is an incredibly valuable resource to know about. So in this video, what I'm going to tell you guys about is all of the useful friends chats that I can find out about and let you guys know what they're useful for and the actual name to join them. And then in the future, if you run into an issue, you can go, hey, I've seen that video that Init made, and I know there's a friends chat for this. So hopefully this will be useful for a lot of people. I will timestamp all of them in the description. So otherwise, let's get into this and let's talk about all the different friends chats that can be useful in RuneScape 3. One final heads up, if I've missed any friends chats or you know any that are incredibly useful as well, drop them in the comments down below and I will make a list of any that I miss and I'll pin that comment of all of them together so that we can give credit to all of the useful friends chats that people organize and run through RuneScape as well. Okay, so the first one I'm going to mention is the one that I mentioned as the example, and this one is called whirlpooldnd. I'll have the text of the writing on screen as well so you know how it's spelled properly, but basically this will tell you about the Traveling Merchant and other events around the actual deep sea fishing hub as well. Most people will use the Traveling Merchant to be able to get some Death Touch darts or some Reaper points and also to have a chance at the Tavier's fishing rod, I believe it's called. So what you're going to want to do this is just join the friends chat, ask if there's any merchant, or just hang in there a little bit and see when they announce it, and then you can hop straight to that world, head to the deep sea fishing hub, and then once there's a call, you can go ahead and get your merchant nice and easily. I use this friends chat whenever I need to get myself a livid plant, but unfortunately I've been a little bit lazy with that, so I'll have to get back on it pretty soon. But this is definitely probably my most used friends chat, so I wanted to include this first. Next up is a friends chat called edteams, and this is used for finding elite dungeon groups, by all means. Who would have thought? Elite dungeon teams, edteams, this is what it's used for. So you can hop in here if you're looking to do some elite dungeons, and you could ask to group up in here if you can't find one, say, in your clan or anyone around that you can go with. If you don't have anyone to PVM with, but you want to do elite dungeons, you can hop into this friends chat and you can ask in here. So for those of you that quite often comment on my videos saying, I really want to do elite dungeons with groups, but I can't find anyone to go with, then maybe this is the place for you. I wasn't aware of this one. This is new to me, so absolutely awesome. And hopefully you guys can find some groups in here too. The next friends chat that I'm going to talk about is called World 60 Pengs. This, of course, is going to be the friends chat that you can use for the D&D Penguin Hide and Seek. This is where you will spy on penguins to get points, and then you will head to the Ardone Zoo to be able to go ahead and spend those points to get either coins or to get experience lamps. Every point will get you 10,000 coins, or if you want XP lamps, you can get small, medium, large, and huge lamps for 1, 2, 4, and 8 points respectively. If this is something you're wanting to do, you should absolutely use this friends chat to find out the locations of the penguins, as locating them and hunting them down can take quite a while. So using the friends chat absolutely helps out a lot and saves you a lot of time. So if this is something you want to do, you should definitely keep this one in mind. Next up is one that could be useful for PVMers or skillers alike, I suppose, and it's the Croesus FC. You can join this one to make up some Croesus groups if you can imagine straight away from the name. This is incredibly useful if you are someone, again, who can't maybe find a group in your actual clan or anything like that, or amongst your friends. You can come here to make up 4-mans or more, I suppose, depending on what you want to do. And there's always plenty of people in here. Like when I joined, it was full. I literally got the last spot, so I wouldn't actually expect you to struggle to find groups in here. I would say if you are looking for a Croesus group and you don't have anyone that you know that you can actually group up with quickly, or maybe you just need someone to fill, this probably would be a great place to come. So that is the Croesus FC. Next up is the Core Hunting FC. This is for the divination training method within the Hall of Memories. This is a great place to come if you want divination experience, and of course being part of the friends chat when you do this is going to make your life a lot easier. So I would suggest getting involved in this if you are wanting to do the Hall of Memories. Next up is one that I wish I'd known about before I got actually started doing my City at Sentistan questline. This is the Pylon FC. Pylon FC will tell you when the archaeology pylons in Caradet are active. The reason this is useful is because when you want to go into the Shadow Realm for the mini quest, I believe it's called the Vault of Shadows mini quest, it can take a long time to get those 50 batteries that you need to charge up all the anchors. What you can do instead is, rather than digging up all those anchors or going around and doing all the collection logs to get those batteries, you can actually just wait until this FC says the anchor is active, and then you can go there and continue on with the quest without any issues. If you have the anchor active, then you can go through that Shadow Realm without actually activating all those anchors, making your life a little bit more simple. So if you don't want to go digging in the dirt for hours on end, then you can absolutely either do the logs, which takes a little bit less time, or you can just wait in this FC and they will tell you when it's active. Of course, this is also useful to know when it's active too, because you can get the staff pieces for the Inquisitor staff if you are digging when the pylon is active. If you're digging in the place where you can normally get them anyway, then you get an increased drop rate when the pylons are active as well. This next friends chat is called Boss Guild. This friends chat offers you a good place to go if you want to join masses, whether it is to get your first kill count at bosses for a portal, whether you're just wanting to push your kill count up at certain bosses so that it's easy for you to get your pet, or whether you're just trying to find a place that you can go to improve at PvM and practice getting used to mechanics. This is probably a great place for you to join. They are incredibly friendly, there's a lot of people in here, it's very active. The way this works is Ranks will host a mass for people to join, and then they will post it into the Discord so it is announced in there. If you want to join the Discord, it is discord.gg/bossguild, and that's nice and easy because it's the same as the friends chat name as well. So you can get involved in this if you need to have access to any of the other things, or if there's a mass that is useful for you for any reason whatsoever, you can get involved in this, and it does seem like a very useful friends chat to know about. The next friends chat is probably going to be fairly self-explanatory, and that is going to be the one called Viswax FC. I wonder what this place does. What the Viswax FC does is they will call out the daily Viswax rune combinations, making it easy for you to get the most out of your actual Viswax when you go there daily. So it's nice and easy, it's convenient, and if you do your Viswax every day and you don't use this FC, then maybe this can save you a bit of time and maybe increase the amount of Viswax you end up getting every day. Definitely check it out. Following on from that, the next friends chat that I'm going to talk about is called minigames. These are very great in organizing the Warbands events if that is something you're wanting to get involved in. You can get a lot of experience from doing Warbands, however it is a little bit of effort as it is in the wilderness, it is PvP, and there is stuff that you want to have organized, and then they call it the worlds and all that sort of stuff. So if you are looking to get involved in the Warbands, you could definitely drop into the minigames FC, and in here they will be able to help you out and make your life probably quite a bit easier. So for all you players who aren't maxed yet and you have a lot of stuff that can be helped from Warbands and you've been putting it off, maybe check this out, give it a shot, because you get a lot of XP from Warbands. It is incredibly useful, so this is definitely one for you. Moving back to another PVM friends chat, this one is called Raid FC with a space in between them because I didn't get that one straight away, but it's okay. So Raid FC is one, of course, where you can probably hop in here and look to find a group to do raids. If you're someone who doesn't do your raids and you want to get involved in it and you can't find a group to take you, then the Raid FC is probably a great place to come to actually do that. Next up is the Fishflingers friends chat. The reason that you would want to play Fishflingers is, one, if you're going for comp and you need to get a tackle box, and also you can get the actual fishing outfits from doing this as well. However, it is definitely something that you want to have a bit of organization doing when you're playing. It makes it a lot faster, makes it loads better, so you want to join the Fishflingers friends chat when you are wanting to do this minigame. So if you are someone looking to get the fishing outfit, or maybe you are working on that requirement for comp, then you definitely want to get involved in the Fishflingers friends chat, as it is going to make things just way easier. The last friends chat that I'm going to mention in this one is going to be the one called Soulobby. This is basically going to help you out on getting into the VIP skilling areas, building up your Menaphos reputation. What you're going to be able to do in this friends chat is have them call out what world and district the Soul Obelisk is on, speeding up the process and making it probably a hell of a lot less tedious so you can get through this nice and quick. They also call out, of course, the scarabs and the cryptic eggs and the cats as well, found in Menaphos. So if this is something you are doing, you're working on your reputation for Menaphos, then you should absolutely get involved in this friends chat too. Okay, so that is the 12 friends chats that I'm going to include in this video, and hopefully, like you guys watching, have found some use out of this, and hopefully this video does actually have some value pretty long term for quite a lot of people. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who hosts these friends chats and all the people that get involved in each and every single one of them to actually make them possible and make them work. It saves a lot of time for players, and it is incredibly useful and valuable like resources for people to use. So thank you again to you guys. It's just absolutely crazy and good to see. If I missed any friends chats off of this list that you know are incredibly useful, like I say, drop them in the comments down below, and if there does end up being enough of them, then I can make a part 2 for this video as well. Finally, to end the video off, I just wanted to say thank you to the people who posted in Discord with all the friends chat names and recommendations when I did ask for these. That made my video making like experience way easier, and I very much appreciate it. Other than that, thank you everybody for watching. Channel members, thank you for your extra support. Your names will be on screen right now. I very much appreciate the extra support that you guys do provide. If anyone else wants to join the channel members, support the channel and get some perks, you can click the join button beside the subscribe button, and you can see what perks you do get. Otherwise, thank you everybody else for watching as well. I appreciate you all too, and I will see you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.